What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in the video on the channel, and today we decided we wanted to chef it up. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning as usual. I feel like I say that every video because it usually is 3 o'clock in the morning, but we got a nice little feast for us today. Today's a very good day for me, and I'll tell you why after I get through explaining all of the what's going on. Start from the right. Corn. It's just corn. I have no explanation for that, but this right here is garlic and herb and cauliflower wild rice. Yes, all of that goes into my wild rice that I made. I also have some nice ribs, pork ribs, done in the air fryer. And I had to, hey bro, come on, you messing up my intro? It's cool, I don't care. We good? Fred? Cool? And of course, some garlic Parmesan drumsticks. I had to do them again in the air fryer because, I don't know, they were so good the first time that I just had to go back for round 2. Plus, I told you there was like 30 in the pack, so we got a lot of drumsticks we got to get through. But it is what it is. But first, I want to get to this. I found this in Five Below, and I'm not even really sure if I've had it before. No, I had the Fruit Loops version, but this right here, Fruity Pebbles, cereal candy. I guess it's a bar, and I think it's a snowman. Do you see that? You probably can't see it, but I'll open it up. Fruity Pebbles is actually one of my top 3 cereals, along with Reese's Puffs, and I probably throw in CTC, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think that's kind of cliche, but look, they're cliche because they're really good. Like, what do you want me to tell you? I'm opening this bad boy up, and I want to see what this is. I found this at a Five Below, like I said. Yes, it is a snowman. Why is it not Fred Flintstone? But it's supposedly filled with Fruity Pebbles. You can see it says that on the other side, right about there. And it looked interesting, and I love Fruity Pebbles, so the thing that oh my, it's filled with Fruity Pebbles. Look at the outside right here. That's what I want to see. I had the Fruit Loop one, I think it was in the Easter Bunny, I can't remember, but it was just terrible because it was hollow and there was hardly any Fruit Loops, but you can see just right here that there is just a ton of Fruity Pebbles going on, and Fruity Pebbles is just, to me, it's one of the goated cereals. So let me break it open. Is it hollow? No, we got solid barage going on. This is actually, what it looks like to me, is a white chocolate Hershey's type of bar, but with Fruity Pebbles on the inside. There's no way that this is going to be bad. None. Hold on. Solid Fruity Pebble. Oh my God. This is even better than I thought. I'm going to tell you this. Normally white chocolate is extremely overpowering. Like, you can taste it more than, I don't usually prefer white chocolate. The Reese's, the Twix, the Snickers, because I taste the white chocolate more than the other part, whether it be peanut butter or almonds or nougat, I don't care what it is. But in this, I'm getting Fruity Pebbles before I get it. It's almost like it's the reverse, where there's more Fruity Pebbles than chocolate in here. I'm actually really surprised how good this is. I didn't expect it to be good. I kind of said I was going to do it for the content, but man, oh man. I'm seeing if you can get a good view. Can you see that? I think you can see that. There's a ton of Fruity Pebbles going on here. This is amazing. I'm not a fan of white chocolate stuff. 9 times out of 10. This is the exception. This almost tastes like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles because the white chocolate is so subtle, surprisingly, that it almost tastes like Fruity Pebbles and milk. I said I wasn't going to eat this whole thing. I got to take at least one more bite though. I don't want to ruin my appetite. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to put this down. Holy. But I'm going to tell you this. No bump, no cap. I still got stuck in my teeth. If you can get your hands on this, the brand is like Frankfurt. It's right up here on the top. See that? But I found it in Five Below, like I said. I don't know where else they sell it. Maybe you can get it like a Dollar Tree or what's the one of those stores? The other stores that sell stuff like that? I forgot the name of it. Any place that sells a bunch of weird stuff, you probably find this. It only costs, I think, $1. But it was at Five Below. Like, oh man, I'm like taken aback by this. I'm gonna put it this way. I don't give number ratings anymore because I think it's too cliche, and I try not to be too cliche. If you are a fan of Fruity Pebbles and you find this thing, tell them I sent you. In fact, send me some because I'm probably gonna go back and buy all the stock. I'm not joking. I really like it that much. There's nothing wrong. This is ridiculously good. So if you find this, get it. No BS. I'm taking another bite. It's still stuck in my teeth and I can taste it. That's so good. That really is. Fruity Pebble galore. You can see the amount of chunk is going on. Oh man. Okay. That's going to conclude our review. I wanted to get these in, and I'm glad I did. because this is ridiculous. I actually have another bar, and I'm gonna save that probably for Thanksgiving. I'm giving away secrets. I'm not gonna tell you. Doesn't matter. Wow. Let me get a sip to kind of, Wow. We actually had Gatorade Zero today. The red kind, fruit punch, because fruit punch is the goat flavor of anything. But on to this. And that concludes my review. So all the people that came just to see the review, no hard feelings. I get it. I appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you again soon when I decide to have something really spicy or eat a bunch of food and calories and stuff. But everybody else, I'm not offended. I get it. Anyway, everybody else, hi guys. You guys are awesome. You guys that are leaving are awesome. But here we go. I've been drooling over this right here since I've been cooking everything. It took me probably about 40-45 minutes. Obviously chicken takes a long time to cook when it's on the bone. I don't even know where to start. This wild rice smells ridiculous. I'm just all over the place right now because I'm tired and loopy, and I have some really good news that I'm gonna get to after I show you this, but you can see how fast this pulls apart. I'm just gonna grab another piece just to show you. I pressure cooked it before I air fried it, so it looks like it, but look at that, it just falls. It's perfectly still got a good bite to it, but You can see, and this is what you look for when you're doing ribs. See that clean bone? That means you know it cooked it right. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but beep. I used Chinese black pepper seasoning. It's from a bottle. Obviously I still add some stuff to it. I had a little Chinese 5-spice. Salt, no salt. Already too salty. Pepper, more pepper because I love pepper. Pressure cooked it without seasoning on it, just to kind of break it down a little bit. And then I finished it off in the air fryer after another 10 minutes. Those are people who want recipes, like this is probably the best I can do. I don't write things down. It's fantastic. There's not a ton of fat in it anymore because it all rendered out, which is good for me because I probably need that. Less fat right now. Unreal. But see, this one's still on the bone. Now they tell you when you have ribs that you should be able to bite and have a clean bone. So just to show you, I didn't like pre-record or do anything crazy with that. See what I'm saying? Oh, that's really good. I didn't over season it. It's just right to the point. But I gotta get into those drumsticks. Since I gotta wipe my hands off again. And I can tell you all the good news, and I'm not joking. I'm not trying to clickbait. This is actually really, really good news for me on a personal level. I'm probably gonna get realer with you guys than I've ever gotten because I don't talk about my personal life. But this one's near and dear to me. So, but garlic parm is my favorite wing sauce. And I had to do it in the air fryer. Same idea. Baking powder, salt, pepper, air fried. Up until, obviously, you get that crisp on the skin. It's probably not even crispy because I sauced the hell out of it. But then I just toss it in the lemon pepper. That's it. So this is that first bite. My God. You see how clean that bite was too. The skin was a lot crispier, but these have been sitting here for about 10 minutes because obviously it took that long, but man, it's that good. You know what I'm saying? I got the timing down perfectly at this point. No pressure cooker on this one. Oven roasted. Not oven roasted. Air fried. I'm losing my mind. Been a long day. I even already explained how I cooked it. That is super tender. Super good. The skin was actually really crispy before, but like I said, it's been sitting in that sauce for a while. It is what it is. But that's my only disappointment with that. The taste is unreal. You see how tender that was? I keep flex. I'm not trying to flex. I love you, I swear. Maybe you got one more bite. Look at this. Bro. I wish I could share this with you guys. I probably should learn how to write recipes. I'm looking at this wing like I'm in love, because I am. I don't know what took me so long to come back to the drumstick game. Oh man, I gotta get at this wild rice. Garlic, or pressed garlic, wild rice, cauliflower is in here. You know I gotta keep it lean. Cauliflower, and then I use a little bit of basil, parsley, salt, pepper. That's it. Like just simple ingredients, man. Get in here. Look at that. It's steaming still because it's still hot. Holy, I'm trying not to curse. I don't want to lose my ad revenue. But man, when you get a little bit of that corn in here, you know I like the mix. You don't know what the mix is when you take everything, you just kind of get it in one bite. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of this rib. Look at me, I'll pull it off bone again. Look. See what I'm saying? Clean. Clean. Alright, so you do, when you got the protein, you take a little bit of the wild rice and the corn, you take protein, right? One or two chews. That's the thing, I got a little piece of bone in here. I did. Okay. We've been here for 11 minutes, so everybody else probably cleared out. If you're here this long, you're probably watching my videos, or you do watch like a longer length, and I appreciate that. I'm not trying to broadcast, but it's been on my mind. Oh, this is so good. I'm sorry. I'm in such a good mood, even though I'm tired. If you looked at my stories on Instagram probably a week ago, I basically said a thank you to anybody who was reading, because I said that this past week has been like really tough. That was last Friday, which it was. It continued into this week, and it has nothing to do with me, but the people around me. You all know the pandemic, the thing that's going on right now. Well, last week, my entire family, now that means my mom, my dad, my sister, my nephew, all got it at once. I don't live with them, but they all still live together. So I got a text message at like 9 o'clock in the morning from my sister saying that my mom got rushed to the hospital because she had difficulty breathing. That was almost 2 weeks ago. And of course, like I probably talked about this before, but I'm really close with my mother, and you know, I had to go to work. You can't go to the hospital right now, so there's nothing that I could do. So I went to work, got another text message saying she got out, they let her out, and she was going to be okay. She just had to go home and rest. So obviously I'm still worried, but I can't go and visit my family because obviously they can't come into contact with me, or vice versa. And it's hard to talk about. The next morning, I got a message again from my sister saying that, like, and my dad, like, 2 separate times, like, you know, your mother's not doing too well, and basically they're scared. Condition worsened. Had to take her back to the hospital. Gave her an oxygen mask, not a ventilator, mask. And at this point, I'm like worried sick, you know. All the while, I'm still going to work. I'm still filming these videos. None of you had any idea any of this was going on. I know this sounds like bad, because it was, but she's in there. I can't talk to her. I don't know what's going on. Can't visit her. Can't do anything. It's just very scary, because you're not in the loop. You don't really, you know, obviously everybody at the hospital is doing the best they can. And they did a great job. But, you know, there's not just her there trying to take care of a lot of people at once. So, finally, in the middle of a meeting that I'm having at work with a client. I get a FaceTime from my mom. I'm not even like my client. I'm like, excuse me, I have to take this. I run outside, and she FaceTimes me from the hospital. She's wearing a mask, and it was just really tough for me to see. Damn. But she said, I'm gonna be fine. You know, I'm gonna fight this thing. She's got a mask on. It's really tough to see, like, you know, a person you really care about, and you can't do anything. You're just. So, every day, you know, she said she had her phone, but she didn't have her charger. So the people at the hospital, nurses, doctors, you know, staff, were letting her borrow chargers left and right. And she would check in every day. You know, she wasn't eating, really having difficulty breathing. Her blood oxygen level was like extremely low. And there was a point in time last week where I genuinely, I thought that was it. Like, that was the end. And I never thought that I would have to, like, there's just so many feelings going through with that. But she fought. She checked in. We had a group chat, like my family, like my aunt, my dad, my sister, on a group chat. She would check in. She would send selfies. I'm trying to get emotional, dude. And, you know, the first mask was like a big one, and the next one got smaller until she had like just a little strip on her nose, just a small one. Like, you know, just the ones you see when people wear an oxygen tank out. Like you have like an elderly person with an oxygen tank. Is one of those. But this morning, I got a text message, and this is where it gets better, because she was complaining for the last like 4 or 5 days. She wanted to come home. You know, she's like, they won't let me leave, not until I'm making enough oxygen of my own, and so on and so forth. And, you know, we're all texting her like, just, you know, keep fighting. And I know my mom, she's like me, like, it takes everything to get us to sit down. Like, mind you, again, I did eating challenges during this. I'm filming all my YouTube everyday daily content during this. I'm working 10 hours a day at my day job, you know, at my personal training studio, doing all of this whole time. And it was tough to go through. What I kept telling myself, and I told her this when I FaceTimed her, that I'm going to work just like you would. Now I'm going to keep pushing on just like you would, and you do the same, and you just come home, you know, come see dad and come see, you know, and maybe we can, after this is all said and done, like get some food or something, you know, trying to keep the mood light. But this morning I got a text message in the group chat. My mom said, I woke up to this. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, which is about time to wake up. 3 words: I'm coming home. And when I tell you the relief that I got to hear that, like, it was like, it just, you know, mind you, my dad has it, my sister has it. So this whole time I've been dropping off stuff, food, medicine, you know, liquids, like anything they needed. Like, they're asking me for the weirdest stuff in the world, gum, like peppermints. Like, I'm getting out of work at 9 o'clock and running to Walgreens and getting, like, you know, like heartburn medicine, because my, you know, I don't want to go too into it, but they're all fighting, and I'm just trying to do everything I can, but still, you know, hold the fort down. And for her to get home today, man, was just like, it was like just a roller coaster of a week ago, really, like, praying. I don't pray. Not for me, because I can handle me. But she's one of the best people I know, so it was like, I don't pray, I swear. Like, I am not one of those people. And I said to the man up there, I said, I know we don't talk much, but not her. Take me. I'm not joking. I actually said this stuff. So, for her to come home saying, man, was just like relief. Everybody in the mood in the house, because I got them on speakerphone. I'm at work still. I got them on speakerphone. I'm talking. They want me to bring them soup. So I left work, ran to get this, dropped the soup off at the door. Obviously wearing a mask. I couldn't talk to them, like, through, you know, can't get close. So I drop it, call them, tell them it's there. Still on speaker. Everybody sounds good. Everybody's mood's lifted. You know, she's been like the glue in my family for so long. I know I'm not getting choked up. I actually was choking. But she's been like the glue in our family for so long, you know. She lifted everybody else's mood. All of a sudden, everybody was eating again because they hadn't eaten in weeks or a week. So that's like my news. I know that I'm not the type of person because I'm not. This isn't going in the title. This isn't going. You know, I'm not I don't want people to. I don't care if you watch. Like, this is me. Like, just being me. I'm not saying this for any other reason other than I want to share the good news with you guys. The ones who watch my videos this long. I could probably put some stupid stuff in the title or tell people to go check it out. But nah, that's not me. And I don't play with people's lives, especially my loved ones, you know what I'm saying? And I rarely if ever talk about personal stuff, but this has all happened in the span of the last 2 weeks. So she's home. She's getting better. She's still got the tank, the oxygen tank, the small one, but they got a portable one. So she was good enough to let her out. She's doing well. I heard her. She was talking. Because when she was talking to me, her breathing was labored. And it was like, man. But that's my news, man. So I'm going to say this too. This is really good. I'm not even joking. No, I got real serious for a minute. But I'm going to say this too. To the people out there who think that this thing is a hoax. That this thing is fake. That you can't be affected by it. It's real, man. I had it in March, and it was not fun. And to watch my whole family go through it at the same time was a billion times worse for me. I would have gotten that thing 10 more times than had to go and watch them go through that. So, be safe. You know, all that social distancing, and it's real, man. Like, don't take it for granted because it could happen in one fell swoop. And in one fell swoop, my whole family got it. And we're all sick. And my mother has no underlying health conditions, like they say, that will get you hospitalized. And to be truthful, if she did, it might have been 1,000 times worse, which doesn't have any. So, just be careful out there, man. I'm not here to talk about that kind of stuff. But I feel it's my duty to tell you that this is it's real. So, do with that what you may. I don't want to get all serious on y'all, but I wouldn't wish on you guys that scenario. So, if I can help one person, I can help one person. But it's been a roller coaster, man. It really has. Like, I'm just like, that's why I've been all over the place, especially today, because I finally have a sense of just like I can rest. You know, like, at least I can, like, I swear to you, the last 2 weeks, man, it was like, I was scared. I'm not scared of anything. And that's the crazy part, because I'm always thinking about, like, I'm not afraid of anything. I live my life a certain way. Like, I'm not afraid, you know? Like, it is what it is. That was the first time I actually, like, I was afraid to check my phone. When I woke up in the morning, I was afraid to look at my phone. I ain't wanting bad news. And I ran out of that office when I was in that meeting, and she FaceTimed me because my head's thinking the worst, and I'm going, what if she's saying bye to me, you know? Suck, dude. But I'm so happy that things are finally getting back together. I don't want to say anything until things went one way, you know? So, woo! These ribs are fire. I know y'all in here like, man, he just killed my whole vibe. I'm sorry. I don't know how to be fake. I don't know how to, like, I'm good at hiding emotion, but not anything of this magnitude. No. I kept all that in. I don't tell anybody for 2 weeks. One cryptic message on Instagram, and people were like, hey, this is so good, by the way. Hey, you know, I hope everything is better for you. And they're saying like that. And I'm saying thank you. But it had nothing, it didn't have to do with me. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything I was going through like that. It was just like, Whew. Let me tell you this though. Garlic parmesan. This is serious. I use humor in situations that are awkward. That's another fact about me. But I wasn't gonna record today because it's been on my mind so much. And these are the videos that no one really watches anyway, so I wasn't gonna record because there's no way I could just talk like about anything. But I'm not hopped on here, to be honest. I didn't really have intentions of saying anything, but then I kind of blurted out in the beginning. I was like, yo, I have good news. And I'm like, all right, well, it's too late to go now. You just got to do it, you know? No, I don't like talking about like personal stuff. Anything like that. I've been in situations where I've been going through stuff like that in my personal life, you know, and I rarely if ever say anything in public. You know, I've lost friends during this whole social media thing. Close friends I grew up with. Other things, not to, you know, I'm not trying to like out, but you know, things that like really like mess with my head. And it's not the easiest thing to do to continue. I used to live stream back then, and imagine having that kind of thing. You know, you lose someone, which I did. And live streaming, have some troll tell you some stuff. Like that's when the start of my stop live streaming happened. I didn't want to live stream anymore because like I know that they don't know what I'm going through. But I'm the type of person that I don't mess with people because I don't know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if your comment is something that takes someone over the edge. But to me, I feel as if my nice comment I made to somebody might be the reason that they got back off the edge instead of going over. You know, like that's the way I think. So I know that there's trolls and like just like some miserable people in the world. But my way to deal with that is to just distance myself from it. So when the live streams and stuff got too toxic, you know, it was around the same time that people had literally made a Reddit group to start trolling me, you know. So I just didn't want to deal with it. And the way I looked at it wasn't my job. I wasn't getting paid for it. Like I don't have to deal with this, so I just stopped, you know. And this kind of allows me cartilage, sorry, to be sociable and talk while I eat again. But it's not toxic because I'm just talking to a camera, you know. So I couldn't imagine saying something like this on a live stream and having some person say some stuff like that. Because like, I only shut off my live stream one time in the few years that I did it. Again, this is on Instagram. You know, I'm doing this in my spare time, not as a job, not anything other than just vibing. And people started saying negative stuff about my dogs. You know, like wishing bad things on my dogs and stuff. Like, for me, my dogs are like my children. So I just shut the camera off, bro. I was like, yo, I don't need this. I'm out. Like, I can take when people say stuff about me, but like not my loved ones, you know? I put myself out there. I put my face out there. I put my food, myself. Like, I understand that stuff comes with that. You can't, it's inevitable. People say it shouldn't have to be that way, but it is. Like, anybody who makes himself a public figure, when I decided, when my social media accounts, at this point it was just Instagram, but you know, when that ticker hit like 10K, 20K, and I kept going, I'm signing up for it. You know, I could have at that point decided to make my profile private and would not deal with it. But when I make a public page and interact with people, you're signing up for it. And some people don't understand that or can't handle it. But I can. But I get defensive about people around me. You know what I'm saying? So my dogs, my loved ones, my people, like my family, like they didn't subject themselves to this stuff. So I try to keep them out of it. That's why I don't talk about my personal life. Just so people know my mindset. Like, a lot of times people ask me, like, if I don't have a girlfriend, or if I don't have, not like I've been sitting here while I've been on social media for the last 4 years and I've never, you know, like, like, let's be realistic. But whether I like someone, or even love someone, or I'm dating someone, or I break up, I'm not subjecting them to my stuff. Like, they didn't sign up for that. So other people might look at that as, oh, you're trying to hide that. Whereas I look at it as I'm trying to protect them. Because the stuff that gets said to me, it's not funny, man. You know, like, I signed up for it. I don't care. Like, you can say it to me. But most people wouldn't be able to handle that. Usually the people that are doing the trolling, they wouldn't be able to handle, that's why your profile's private. You know, that's why, I get that. I made mine public. So, the Reddit groups and the trolls and the people making fake fan pages with my face on it, you know, and stuff like that, like, it is what it is. That don't bother me. I'm assured with who I am, you know. But I signed up for it. They didn't. If there ever comes a time where I want to bring that kind of stuff in, then maybe I will. But I've told people I've talked to in the past, females, and even like my friends, like even like my friends who I've bought on the channel or on the Instagram live streams, like, you sure you want to do this? Because they started getting trolled too. And one of my friends don't really care, but my other friend, he cares. And he used to get mad. That's why I used to ask him, because in my head, he wanted people to look at him, yeah. You understand, everybody looking at you and got good intentions, bro. Like, I try to tell him, but I know that. As wonderful as the people are still watching, if you're still here, how? But at this point, this is like therapeutic for me. But yeah, man. You know, I'm so thankful that people watch and they vibe with my channel and they vibe with me. Even if it was one person, I'd be happy. The fact that there's, you know, thousands of people, it's crazy. I look at it that way. You gotta understand that. Just like there's like buttons on here, look at any of my videos. I swear to you, no matter what, most of my videos will have like X amount of likes, and there's a thumb down on all of them. Here's the funny part. That thumb down happens in the first like 5 minutes. You know what that tells me? Whoever's doing that is a subscriber. That's the world, man. There's people that watch you religiously that don't like you. And that's the way it goes. You know. Yo, this was hella good. I've been talking about my food at all except for in the beginning, but yeah, man. Great day. Great news. We move. And that's why I say we move, man. Because when I was going through all that, like, my head, like, I would wake up every day just, I gotta check this phone, you know? But in my head, I would be like, your mom would tell you to get your ass up and go to work, you know? And when I told her that, she started laughing because that's what she does. Like, she was sick for 3 days. That sick. And it took, like, somebody being like, listen, you need to go, and, like, forcing her to go. That's me. I'm the same way. So, I'm my mother's son, and me and her are very, very close. You know, I have a tattoo over here on my neck. That is my mother's name. It has been there since I was, like, able to get tattoos. One of the first tattoos I ever got. That's how close we are. So imagine going through that, knowing that you can't hold her hand. You know, through all of it, you can't do anything, you know. And that's the nightmare that 2020 has been. So, just be careful out there, man. I'm not telling you to go live in a bubble, but the rules that people are arguing about right now, trust me, you think that wearing a face covering is an inconvenience? You think that standing 6 feet from someone is an inconvenience? Wearing a mask while you're in a Walmart? You think that's an inconvenience? It's going to be a real inconvenience when you're tied to a tube in a bed and you can't see anybody. Or when the person that you love You can't see them either. You can't do anything. You just sit and wait and hope and pray and just hope they're being strong too. Like, it is like nothing. And I'm sorry to anybody who had to go through this, and I'm even more sorry for anybody who has lost someone, because I know people this year, same thing, man. Like, it's just, the rules were there for a reason, man. It's not fake, it's not phony, it's not a hoax, it's not any of that. And you don't want to go through any, damn, you don't want to go through any of this stuff. I promise you that. You know, I'm sorry for like saying that kind of like stuff, you know. I'm not trying to be negative at all. Like, I'm very happy right now, but I also feel like it's my duty, since I do have a platform, to tell people, like, just wear the covering on your face, bro. It's not, if that can help one person not go through what my family just went through, you know, they're not even out of it yet. They're still sick. Like, Thanksgiving, they're all trying to get tested on Tuesday because they're still trying to eat and shit. Because that's my family. We love food. But yeah, man, it's been a roller coaster, and I'm a lot relieved. But I don't even know what time it is. It's hella late. I got a lot of stuff still to do. Still got work to do, man. We move. But I want to sit down, enjoy my meal, and kind of update you guys. So if you watch this, you're a real one. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Tomorrow's very possibly no content. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, there's no content because we got an eating challenge coming on Saturday, which you are not gonna want to miss. It's a rematch. I'm super, like, I'm flexing on this one. I'm telling you, because I barely lost this last time. It was my first ever food challenge, and we're gonna do it again. And I'm gonna win this time. I don't give it what anybody says. Anyway, I love you guys. It's been your boy King Strats. We'll be back, not tomorrow, but the day after. More content. I love you. Why is my finger doing this? Why, mouse clicker? Do I have to say the hand signs made it to YouTube? Because it doesn't matter, right? I'm still saying it. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.